Hey boys and girls, welcome back to New Stuff TV, the untechnical tech channel. I'm your host Antoine JVC, the big picture Richardson, because today we're going to be checking out the JVC DLA-NZ700 4K projector. Dude, this thing is kind of badass. Now, JVC claims to have redesigned the optical unit, the lens, and the circuit board to achieve the world's smallest 4K projector. And when I say 4K, bruh, I mean true 4K. We're talking true 4096 by 2160 resolution. Now, JVC is also using their proprietary fluorescent light source technology to get up to 2300 lumens out of this laser, which should last you up to 20,000 hours. Dude, that is a lot of content. I don't know how you even achieve that. They've also decided to redesign the dual exhaust system to come out of the rear of the projector instead of keeping it in the front like the older models. And while you're at the rear, you're going to notice that you'll see the two HDMI inputs. Now, I don't know if it's HDMI 1, 2, or 3, or 5, or 6, or whatever. It's just HDMI. That's all I can find on the internet. But you'll also see the LAN input as well as the USB-A input. And that's just going to be for service and updates. You're also going to get a fully electric and motorized zoom, focus, and lens shift, which is going to give you horizontal and vertical. Now, let me tell you, as far as the digital keystone, that's hot garbage, but I do appreciate all the motorized features like the zoom and the focus and the lens shift. When I was setting this thing up, I was actually kind of frustrated getting it lined up properly because we're used to, on this channel, especially with me, I'm used to the lifestyle projectors where, you know, everything's kind of just done through artificial intelligence, man. It just kind of scans the room and bam, right there on the screen. And, you know, you got, you know, digital cropping and stuff like that. We're talking true cinema here. So there's some stuff you're just going to have to do. You're going to have to get this thing as close as possible and then use that lens shift and the zoom and everything else to your advantage. And when I say to your advantage, they also have this feature called masking. I don't know if that's a feature on every true 4K cinema projector, but that's where you can kind of, it's almost like, it's like cropping. It's like it just, I don't know, keeps the light from bleeding on the sides of your screen or on your wall. You can just kind of frame that thing up perfectly, but you got to take some time to get it right. You're also going to get a full suite of picture presets that includes filmmaker mode, so you can get that deep customization, so you can get closer to what the creator's intent was. You're also going to get natural, cinema, vivid, frame adapt HDR1, frame adapt HDR2, HDR10+, HLG, and 4 user modes. I was also really surprised and excited to see 4 anamorphic modes. That means you can go full true cinema in this thing, man. That's crazy. But before we actually get into the content I watch, I want to talk about the screen I've been using while I was watching it, which also happens to be today's video sponsor. Now, this screen comes from EPV Screens. I'm using their Sonic AT8 ISF eFinity edge-free acoustically transparent fixed frame screen. It's acoustically transparent, so you can place wall-mounted or even in-wall speakers behind it and still get reference-grade sonic transparency. It has an ultra-wide viewing angle, so you can see a clear, bright, and uniform picture no matter where you're sitting in the room. This 1.0 gain screen is ISF certified for accurate color reproduction, which also just happens to be an industry standard for high-fidelity video display systems. I really like the frame because it's sleek and edge-free. This way you can get maximum screen real estate while maintaining a smaller footprint. And just so you know, it's compatible with ultra short throw projectors and standard throw projectors, and they also throw in an LED backlight kit. Now we can get back to the movies I watched. And the first one was Underground 6 or 6 Underground. I always get that confused. That is a fast-paced, action-packed movie. Love it. I've watched it like a million times. Okay, maybe not a million, but a lot. This projector kept up with that movie so well. As far as the motion, it was ultra cinematic, man. I just watched that movie and over again. But it gave me a true cinema experience, especially with all that action just coming at you. But then me and my wife decided to watch The Revenant on 4K UHD. So we watched 6 Underground on Netflix, but then we switched over to 4K UHD so we can get the real potential out of the projector. Every time I get something solid in here like that, I want to throw in a disc, you know what I'm saying? Get that physical media going. The Revenant, dude. Watching that movie again was like watching it for the first time ever on this screen and this projector. That's a cinematic masterpiece. The way they kind of just move through the scenes. It's almost like they're flying like a FPV drone through every scene, catching all the action without any cuts. And this projector just displayed it to, man, it was just epic. True cinema experience. It's not that I forget that I'm actually at home because I'm sitting on this couch, you know what I'm saying? and I'm enjoying it in my living room with my own food and stuff, and I didn't have to pay $1 trillion to be there. So it's not that I forget that I'm at home, but I really did get a true cinema experience with this projector, with not only the motion, because the motion is super smooth, but also the dynamic range of the colors. Everything just laid over so smooth. It was just a beautiful cinematic experience. 6 Underground was great, but I'm telling you, 4K UHD, The Revenant, that was just like the ultimate experience. It was so clutch. It was, and watching that bear scene, dude, where he gets mauled by the bear, like when you're watching it like on a big screen, my dog was traumatized. You know? Anyways, man, fantastic projector, and I have loved having it in the house for the short time that I do. I gotta actually send this thing back, man. But I want to give another shout out to EPV Screens and JVC for making all this happen, so I can see that bear mauling all over again in like true form. That was nuts, man. Either way, I'm not an expert in this kind of stuff, but what I do know is JVC and EPV brought out some heat this year, man. Y'all keep being good to each other, and I'll see you when I see you.